I.S.U.P.K.
My name's Paul.
Paul? Good going, Paul. Give me 1 John 3 and 18 first. Listen to what the Bible said, Paul. The Bible gives you an opportunity to show that you are sorry for what happened to black people. See, a lot of white people are sorry for what happened to us and what their people did to us. They just can't control it. They just can't control it because they don't have a lot of power, but they do show and prove. Now, everybody heard you say you care about black people. You sorry for what happened to black people. And guess what, Paul? I believe you. But I'm going to give you a chance to make them believe you, according to God. 1 John 3 and 18. Get somebody quick. Can I get another black brother with the Bible? 1 John 3 and 18. If y'all got it on the phone, I'll take it, unless you got it now. Read.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 18.
Listen to what God said.
My little children.
My little children, you would like to be a children of God, right? We all would. Read.
Let us not love in word.
God said, don't just love in word, Paul. You can't just say I love black people with your mouth, but not prove it. Faith without works is dead. Read.
Neither in tongue.
Neither in tongue. Don't just say it with your mouth, Paul. Read.
But indeed.
But indeed, your actions. You got to do certain things to show you sorry for what your people did and that you love black people. But indeed
And in truth.
and in truth. What's the scripture? Isaiah 49 and what? 23. Can you step up? Come forward, Paul. Come on up here, Paul. It's all right.
Yes.
Listen to what God said, because we know you're an honest man and you would like to be a child of God. God said, don't just say it, you got to prove it. Read.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 23.
Go ahead.
And kings shall be thy nursing father.
Paul, is coming a day where the kings of your people, Donald Trump and the like, are going to be our nursing fathers. They're going to work for us. They're going to be babysitters and servants. Read.
And their queens thy nursing mothers.
And first women like Melania Trump and the president's wives and all them, they're going to be like our Aunt Jemimas of the new world that's coming. Read.
They shall bow down to thee.
They shall bow down to thee. So number one, Paul, you have to get on your knees. If you want to be a servant of God and you're sorry for what happened to black people, take a knee, Paul. Take a knee. He said they shall bow down, read, to thee.
With their face toward the earth.
With your face toward the earth. Look down at the ground, Paul, with your face toward the earth. This is what all white people have to do to prove that you are sorry for what your people did.
Right.
Give Paul a hand. We're not finished. He on the ground. He got his face to the ground. Read.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
And do what?
Lick up the dust of thy feet.
God said now you have to lick up the dust of the feet of the prophets, Paul. Meaning you got to kiss the boots of all these priests and prophets of God. Step up, brothers. You ready to do this? Stay on your knees, Paul. Stay on the ground. They're going to come to you.
I can't. I got a bad knee.
No, well, look, get as low as you can. Get down low as you can.
Low as I can.
Put your board down. Put your knee on your board so it can be comfortable for you. Go ahead. Your brothers can line up. Go ahead. Come on. Let Paul do his job. He want to show that he is sorry for what happened to us. Kiss the boot with your mouth, Paul. I said lick up the dust. You don't have to, Paul. But I'm just trying to show the world if you mean what you say or not. If you done told black people that you care, that you're sorry, you want to be a child of God. God said you got to do what? This is what God said. Read it again. It ain't me, Paul. I didn't write this. Listen to what God said. Bow down to the earth.
And lick up the...
First read, bow down.
Okay. They shall bow down to thee.
If you mean what you say, Paul, you got to bow down. Or else you're just a hypocrite like Donald Trump. You bow down, read.
Don't call me.
With their face toward the earth.
You got to bow your head down to the earth while you bow, Paul. God didn't say give us $1. God didn't say give us $1. He said if you really love God, you would bow down with your face to the earth, read.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
And lick up the dust of our feet, Paul. That's what he said. Are you ready to show the world and God that you are sorry?
That's right, Paul.
Are you ready? It's up to you, Paul. This is America.
That's right, Paul.
I've been sorry.
All right. Brother, put your boot up here. First, brother, come put your boot on the speaker. Kiss this brother's boot, Paul.
I want you to
Don't talk with your mouth. We just read what God said. Don't give him a lot of lip service. Not your feet. Put your foot down, Paul. Put your foot down, Paul. Put your foot down, Paul.
Can I say something?
You already said it. God want to see your action. He said, love indeed. Love indeed and in truth. Paul is a hypocrite just like Donald Trump. Give God a hand for revealing the devil. Give God a hand. Listen, we still love it, Paul, that you're an honest white man. You shouldn't bow if you don't want to. You should be a hypocrite if that is within you. We just want to show our people not to believe the average white person who say I love you. We want to show our people just because they say they care and give you $1, it don't mean that they really love you. Because Paul is the devil just like Donald Trump. Paul is the devil just like the rest of his people. But you know the good news, black man, brown man, that God is about to raise us the hell up and bring Paul and his entire race to the ground. Soon, they're going to be forced to bow. If they don't want to do it willfully, they're going to be forced any goddamn way. You understand? Read.
Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
They always talking about how much they care. Always talking about how sorry they are for what happened to us. They always running the game on you that they care about you, and if you're a weak Christian, you're going to believe that lie. You're going to believe their game. But they can't get past us. We ain't trying to hear none of that in the I.S.U.P.K. Because their words are always what?
Smoother than butter.
Always smooth and sound good. Read.
Right. But war was in his heart.
What's in his heart?
War was in his heart.
That's a hypocrite. They always talk nice to black and brown people, and we believe them, and then we found out when we in their basement tied up, hanging from a noose in some park somewhere, that war was always in his heart. War is always in white people's heart. Don't believe their lies, black brother and sister.
That's right.
My Hispanic brothers and sisters, my Native American Indian brothers and sisters, please stop believing the words of these Caucasian murderers, man.
Right.
They do not love you no matter how much they say it. Paul was a small example.
That's right.
With that, I will bring up the next powerful speaker, man. Give the Most High a hand. Everybody should be bringing their money up and putting it in this bucket, man. We sacrifice our family, our children. We sacrifice good times and follow the orders of God to come out and teach our people the truth, man.
That's right.
And you know how many threats we get? White people threaten us all the time. You talk about death threats, hell, I'll show you 50 on my phone right now of death threats. But we used to be getting threatened by death from our oppressors, man. But one thing we know, that God is our protector. God is our protector, and if God don't want it, the white man can't touch us. If God don't want it, the white man can't touch us. And if you think too hard about harming us, our God will kill you in your sleep. Because he's a real God. He ain't no cross on your church wall. He ain't no idol you carry in your pocket. Our God is the living God that tell the sun to come out, to bring the moon out at night. Our God is that God that feed the earth with fog and the dew and makes it rain when it's time. Our God is the God that sent COVID-19 to the world. Right. Our God is the God that sent plagues and locusts to Egypt, man. And our God is the God that's going to send UFOs to deliver Negroes and Hispanics out of America, man. Right. You waiting for the green alien? Ain't no green alien coming, but black men are coming to save us. Right. Black men led by our black King Jesus Christ. He's coming out of the sky in what white people call spaceships and UFOs. He's coming to save us, man. Don't be scared of it, black man. When it comes, it's your deliverance, man. And when it comes, the whole world gonna know it's real. So if you see some light in the sky, don't get all crazy, because white people gonna try to fool you. White people are going to try to fool you. When Christ and the angels come back, the world is going to know that it's Christ and the angels. Ain't going to be no question. If you look up and say, well, is it Christ? It can't be Christ if you don't know. It's going to be clear when our black king comes back to destroy America and the white people that hurt us, man. Shalom.
No cowards in our camp, while let their colors fly.
I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards,
We talk that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Here's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of war.
Y'all see this?
Comes with all your dishes, pots, pans, forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment, and a hotel room. You know what I mean? Yeah. This here, right here, is about to be holy ground. It's gonna be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grades. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
My West in my blood, I'm a U.P.K creation. We don't give a fuck, you can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud, straight up out the base.